Often we're asked to calculate probabilities involving events such as flipping a coin or pulling something out of a deck of cards. This is fine for small sample spaces, but the larger the sample space, the more accurate the probability. Hence, we like a larger sample space, and flipping a coin 100 times is not always the most time efficient way to do it. So this is where simulations come into it. So simulations allow you to simulate a real life event by using technology or even simple manipulatives, basically. So what we're looking to do here is to simulate the real life events. We can use coins, dice, but the most often used is a random number generator, and this is basically saying we're going to use CAS. So using CAS, the series of things to use, or the menus on your CAS calculator to use, is menu 5, which is probability menu. And then what we're going to do is a random. So for random, an integer, so we're after whole numbers. You can choose not to use an integer, which would give you a decimal or a fraction. There are other options in there. And then if, for instance, we're after a random number between 1 and 10, you would put your lowest value 1 and your highest value of 10. If instead we were looking to do something like rolling a dice, it would be the same process. So roll a dice. We'd be looking at doing a rand int or a random interval between 1 and 6. So again, probability, random, integer. So number would give you just a random number. Could be decimal, could be fraction. We're looking for an integer, a whole number. So 1 and 6. If I just keep pressing enter, it's just going to keep up coming. So if I want 20 results, I could press enter 20 times and get 20 results. It's not the most time efficient way to do it, but that's a possibility. Still not a time efficient way to do it, but again, another possibility is actually just to roll a dice, have a dice and roll it. Probably a better option for when you want larger amounts of results, so 20 results for instance, is actually just to add an extra thing to your CAS calculator. So you've got a random int with a lower value of 1, a higher value of 6, and then comma 20 is how many results you want. So if you want 20 results, you go comma 20. If you want 100 results, comma 100, so forth and so on. I wouldn't advise doing anything higher than 20. Maybe even that's pushing it, just because it gets hard to read on your CAS calculator. But if we do this, now I'm going through the menu, but you can actually just type rand int bracket 1, 6, 20. It would work. And when I do this and press enter, it gives me a list of 20 numbers. Those 20 numbers are a simulation of rolling a dice 20 times.